So, as a practitioner of long weeks in a yoga retreat that actually delivers on information, I'm very clear that the audience doesn't understand or hasn't been introduced to authentic efforts to better themselves, and you're not looking to be like that. You don't want to be like that. You despise that. You despise all of them, and you're waking up to how you despise it. You can't stand it. You're disgusted by it. This is not the American dream. Even for Cubans that have come here from Cuba, know that this nonsense of Art Basel is garbage. It's disruptive for your daily lives. It's disruptive for your education. I mean, every day you go and you wake up and you learn from the people around you, and they're disrupting you from being able to live your best life. And it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. Meaning you pay for what you get. And in the cases of this wellness oasis of Art Basel, you're really going to pay for it in the long game of existing, because they're trying on manipulation and sickness tactics so that they can occur to you a certain way that's unprofessional, sadistic, and downright selfish, while delivering in a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme delivers nothing. That would be like me showing up in a room, just standing there, and then having my hand out and saying, "Where's my $5,000? Well, what exactly did you do? Well, I just stood here in front of your presence, and you need to pay me for that. I'm not going to pay you for that." This is the United States of America and a democracy, and it should anger you to extreme levels that a Persian and some girl from I don't know if where she's from, Germany, I don't know where Valeria is from, and all these other women are not teaching, they're not teaching anything. They're teaching bad behavior and getting validated by who? Look around you at Wellness Oasis and ask yourself, who is validating these people? Now, look away from Gary Vee for once in your effing life. That's where they want you to look. Look around the room and know that the world is completely unfair, while they all run around holding their own flowers and saying, "Look at how wonderful I am." You're not wonderful. And I refuse to acknowledge any form of positivity in the next day and a half, or what's left of this nonsense. It's nonsense. The yoga practice with Melissa Wood is obnoxious, annoying, and you get nothing out of it except she gets validated. Because what will happen is she'll put you into a hypnosis state where you don't feel physically powerful. And then you'll walk up to her at the end of class and you'll say, "Wow, that was an amazing class." Yeah, it really wasn't amazing. It was terrible. And then she'll say, "Look what I did, everyone." And then that's not a yoga teacher. She'll then go back to her hometown of New York City, go to a Christmas party, brag on her Instagram page. No repercussions for her bad behavior, while you go back to your shack in Nevada, struggle with your bills, and feel disempowered at life while you watch her ass go to a gala event, where she then has robbed you of your existence so that she can feel uplifted about herself. See, the mental illness of your disconnect in what this mental illness is very complex, but it's super easy to look at. It's the deadly sins in front of your face, and then there's no repercussions because they're literally being given opportunity by people who've made it in the business, like Deepak Chopra. How many times has Motivan gone in front of Deepak Chopra to do a meditation or some podcast with her? And back in the day, the early days of my career in this business of yoga and meditation, Deepak Chopra was a big man on campus. He was like the real deal. And now what we're seeing is him falling off his pedestal in support of the worst of the worst. While she hypnotizes him into a new form of sickness so that what? Iranians can control now Indians? So that you can soothe people into a softness of hypnosis so that Mona Van can run around and say, look how good she looks. Yeah, look how good she looks, everybody. Look at how good she looks. What exactly did you learn from anything in that 45 minutes of 3 sick people with nothing to fucking offer? While she sat in the back and bragged when Gary Vee was on. Well, you all, what was your feeling when you saw Mona Van and Gary Vee walking in the door together? What was your feeling when you sat there in the audience watching her speak? And you needed to judge and analyze everything they were saying, because this shit is the real shit of, that was what you were there for, is to really acknowledge your own concerns. It's all about you, audience. Not about Mona Van sitting on the stage. This is all about you, the audience. It's about yourself. This is where you get selfish. This is where you have expectations. And this is where you put in the effort and the work to better your versions of wherever you are in life, whether it's to be a better here or a better there or a better this, or even a better entrepreneur, because you need help. And that's why you were supposed to show up to Wellness Oasis if it was a safe place. However, it wasn't a safe place. It was a violent place for criminals to continue to react and interact with quote unquote networking. While they dog each other out, compete for stage awareness and attention, and then say that that's what social media is all about. Well, thousands of people are telling you about how they feel and then collectively coming together because they all wanted to talk about bone broth. Now bone broth is going to be a topic of conversation. None of this shit is new. It's all been done before. So what you're falling for is a bunch of gimmicks of a bunch of people who didn't invent shit except for toxic behavior to make money off of all of you. I hate to tell you, but you're weak. And if you fell for that shit, you fell for the diamond ring and you fell for the outfit and you fell for the soft, fancy voice, and you're really not in this game to play for anyone except for the money bag. Because this game they call the game of life is bigger than just money. And money is weakness. It's just you have power over people through the fact that you say, I have money and you don't. Then they market you into a gimmick that you want that, but you don't really want that. Not to mention your house is filled with so many things, you don't even have room to add any more shit in it. And that, for an American, is a beautiful life. However, in Iran, the gluttony comes from stealing the light of the tchotchkes and the things that you adore so that they can feel something inside while they devalue life, which is everything Mona Van represents and is representing in these next 2 days with all those women standing in front of you. It's unbelievable to me that we as American citizens, fuck the rest of these people, that we as American citizens have put Americans last while we put foreigners first. And these foreigners don't know shit about America. They don't know why or how we've become the country that we've become. And they're trying to turn it into Iran or other Middle East countries. Are you fucking kidding me right now? So that Mona Van can sit on a fucking pedestal and you can praise her because she's standing there looking cute? That's some humiliating fucking shit. And she knows it. Now she's going to put on the mask to hide how she actually feels because you're not going to say shit to her, are you? Or are you?